So picture this, you're playing UFC 4 ranked, you're Damian Maia, and your opponent's Conor McGregor, and it's a 5-round title fight, right? And you've won every single round so far. In fact, you've dominated every single round so far, and now you're going to the 5th and final round. All you need to do is rinse and repeat, and the title's yours. However, Conor McGregor shoots a double leg on you, somehow gets the takedown because it's almost impossible to defend takedowns in that game, and then somehow gets your back after you sprawl and then chokes you out. So, out of frustration, you just rage quit the game like you do, and then, exit the actual game due to trash meta in the game, and then you quickly roundhouse kick your girlfriend out of frustration, you apologise to her, and then you decide it's time to uninstall UFC 4. So you do that, and then you think, right, I'm going to go back a game. I just want to go back to the good old days. So you go to the store and you look for UFC 3, and then you realise something, that the game's not available to purchase. So you're thinking, alright, fair enough, I'll go back to UFC 2. I like that one as well. You go to UFC 2, wait a minute, that one's not available to purchase as well. So now you're thinking, what's going on here then? Why can I not download either of these games? So you type it in on YouTube, why has UFC 2 and UFC 3 been removed from stores? And then it's ended you up here. Hello, today I'm going to explain why, okay? There's a very simple reason for why these two games have been removed from stores, and it's something, let me put it in a better way, right? What do EA and Henry VIII have in common? I'll give you a second to think about it. Alright, that's long enough. The answer is greed. Both of them are greedy, and this is the main reason why UFC 2 and UFC 3 were removed from stores. Greed. EA realised that too many people were leaving UFC 4 and re-downloading UFC 3 and 2 and purchasing UFC 3 and 2 by the increase in online players, right? They saw the increase in online players through the database, and they realised that, too many people are actually playing UFC 3 and UFC 2. So, to prevent this, what they did was EA decided to stop people outright from buying UFC 2 and 3 through Xbox and the PS Store. So they decided to put these games on Game Pass / EA Access, so players that want to play these two previous titles will constantly have to subscribe to a subscription in order to play these games. This means more money for EA, seeing as the player never actually owns the game and is just renting it temporarily. Now, you can still outright buy this game, no problem. If you go to a store, you can pretty much find UFC 3 in any store, but it's becoming increasingly harder to buy the digital version online. And here's the problem with that. If you have an Xbox Series S or a PS5 digital only edition, you cannot get UFC 3 outright or UFC 2 outright. Online keys are becoming harder to buy. Like I said, it's harder to buy a digital code online, and the only true way now is through EA Access to get this game, and you never actually own the game. So it's a scummy thing to do. It's a horrible thing for EA to do. So if you have a next-gen console, but it's digital only, you don't have access to UFC 2 and 3 without subscribing to a subscription through EA, which is horrible. And the reason they've done this for a subscription is because they don't want people owning the game outright. They don't want people paying £5 for this game or 10 quid for this game and owning the actual game, because that means less people can give them money. But if they put it on a subscription service like a Netflix, right, then that means more people will more people will subscribe to this, and that means more money essentially. And eventually, by making it through a subscription only service, eventually players will spend more money than the game's actually worth. And EA know this. EA is a business and they know this, hence why they've done this. There's no other logical reason for doing this. Why would you remove UFC 2 and UFC 3 when your fans like UFC 3 and UFC 2? Why would you remove them from stores? There was no problem with them. There was no copyright issues with them. There was no legal issues with them, right? Not that I could find. So this is a genuine, this is the only reason. This is the I can't believe they did this. It's sad. It's at this point, it's just sad for EA, right? There's no better way to divide your fan base than say, hey, you like UFC 3, you like UFC 2? No, you don't, and remove it from store. But this is a genuine reason why these games are no longer available to purchase. They do it with other games, they do it with other previous versions of this game. They just don't want people playing the old versions of the game. They want them to play the most current version of the game, so the older version of the games go onto a subscription service where you have to pay monthly or yearly in order to access these games, and EA acts like it's an amazing thing because you can play every EA title for 20 quid a year. It's not. It's a terrible thing, and EA suck. That's my opinion. I'm out of here. Let me know what you think about this. I'm out. Bye.